been driving non-stop from Texas and on our way to Florida, but we have stopped here in Mobile, Alabama at the Delta 5 Rivers Resource Center. It's a mouthful.
We've been here once before. We shot a video. I'll do a card wherever they are. And thought it was a great place for free to come and park, hike a little trail, stretch his little legs because he's a pain in the butt. This guy right here, pain in the butt, been crying the whole, 1,000 miles? Yeah, that's why we're here. Let's go, bud. Come on.
You may be wondering, why are we headed to Florida? Well, hopefully for some boat shopping.
Yay, Fort Lauderdale, here we come.
Yes, and specifically Florida and Fort Lauderdale because we've gotten a recommendation for a boat broker there, and he seems like a nice enough guy.
We'll see.
We'll find out. We're en route, we've got all these miles. It's given us a ton of time to think about boat stuff.
Before we dive into, kind of what's running through our heads, let me start with the boating experience that we do have. We owned a wakeboarding boat, we've had a ski boat, and we've had plenty of boating experience, just not a lot of sailing experience. In fact, I think I can count on my one hand, maybe how many times we've been on a sailboat, how many times I've raised a sail. It's gonna have motors, so that's it's gonna be like any other motorboat in that aspect, but the sails, that's the new exciting part.
Obviously, we have a ton of learning ahead of us, and we're not afraid of that. That's no problem. Learning is awesome and exciting. But there are a few preconceived expectations, I guess, or notions that we have about what it's going to be like. And I know we shouldn't go into anything with expectations, but sometimes you can't help it.
Not only the good stuff, but the bad stuff too. Should I start with the good?
Yeah, start with good.
Okay. The good, the thing I'm most excited about is, as you know, if you followed our channel, we love wild camping. We love going out in the middle of nowhere and just parking it and living. Well, on the boat, we'll be able to do that in beautiful locations, right on the water, places that we can't get the motorhome to, and there's almost no wild camping right on the ocean. And now our whole life, we think our whole life is gonna be all anchoring out in these absolutely beautiful locations, living completely off the grid with all of our solar, all that stuff we already have. And I guess that's the most exciting part.
Yes, but it's also one of the scary things. Just the fact that you're not parking your home, you are now anchoring it out. So you gotta be pretty darn secure in your anchoring skills to want to leave your boat in a spot and head to shore and go explore or do anything. So I have a feeling those first few times where we leave the boat and it's just anchored there are gonna be, we won't go far. Gonna be nervous and probably checking on the boat about every half hour to make sure it's still there.
I don't even know if I'm gonna be asleep at night.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Okay, buddy, let's go. Oh man, what a stinker. Golly. Alright, let's try that again. Here we go. Live oak loop, B-roll, take 2. Hold on, buddy. Another thing that keeps going through our head is weather. And, with the RV, we just look at the weather report. We pull up our phone app, boom, it's done. We know, there's a tornado coming there. We don't want to head that way. And that's really the extent of our worries.
Excessive high winds, which doesn't happen very often. Yeah. Tornadoes, pretty much limited to a season in certain areas. Other than that.
Yeah, that's it. But I feel like in the boat, we're going to have to live, eat, sleep, just pretty much be glued to that weather station or whatever sort of weather service that we'll have. If we'll have any way out in the middle of nowhere.
You always have radios and stuff.
Whew, okay, I got a lot to learn about weather, and I am going to be a meteorologist when it's all done.
No. Up and over. Another I think, concern of mine is maintenance. We work on our own rig a little bit, but Jason's probably more famous for his how not to's than his how to's. You don't just pull over and stop at a gas station or find somebody to help you if you're way the heck out there or over on a little private island. You're gonna have to deal with your maintenance issues as they come up. And we've got a ton to learn as far as working on a boat. It's gonna be exciting.
I think we'll be turning to YouTube and, forums and stuff to try to figure out a lot of that.
Lack of internet out in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, internet, that's another one. That's a big one. Oh, the sun's probably blasting my face. That's a big one. How are we gonna get internet and upload videos? Right now my video files are monstrous, so I have to figure out a way to make them smaller. And I think there's probably a lot of drinking coffee and cocktails at fancy hotels on islands in our future.
Potentially.
To upload a video.
I think that will also end up being fancy hotel, aka a shack on the beach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Stretch it up. One of the most exciting things for me, and I think for you too, is the fact that we get to explore places that we cannot get to right now, that a car can't go, all the little islands and all the really great diving spots and snorkeling spots and the fishing. Those are all things we love, love, love to do, but hesitate to do them quite often because it's expensive to get a boat or to hire somebody to take you out to those places. So I'm excited about those unique opportunities and all the water activities.
Yeah, to be able to park the boat, anchor the boat, just tie up to a mooring ball out by, say, Loo Key, hop in, snorkel around. It sounds amazing. And that's another reason why Fort Lauderdale, that's where we're going, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Fort Lauderdale is supposed to be so great because the Caribbean is right there. The Keys are right there. There's all those
little
islands.
Yeah, the BVIs are not too far.
Yes, and the soft sand, the clear water. These are all things that are supposed to make learning to sail way more simple than learning to sail on the West Coast, where it's all rocky and you make a mistake and kablooey.
Kablooey. I don't think we're gonna blow it, but we could sink.
We definitely don't want to go kablooey.
No. Money is something that is definitely on my mind right now, and it's because we are definitely on a fixed budget for this boat, which means we're gonna have to buy used. How old we're gonna have to go, I don't know, to get within our price range, and how much work is gonna be involved to get it up to par and ready for full-time living and cruising. So
plus all the accessories.
I know, and all the extra junk we're gonna need, and the classes and the safety courses, and oh my gosh, yeah. So that part of it is a little daunting. Yeah, we're about to hemorrhage some serious dough. That part I don't like. Are you just gonna stay? Come on, let's go. There you go, get those kitty legs moving.
Obviously our minds are racing with all different kinds of questions and concerns and excitement, and we've only listed a couple here. I think we'll lay it all down on paper, or not paper, we'll put it on the blog and share all of our questions and concerns there, because I don't know, in a year, 2, 5 years down the road, or I guess down the water, it'll be nice to come back and answer those questions and see, hey, we were worried about that? I mean, that's ridiculous. We should have been worried about this, or we should have been concerned about this, or we should have been learning how to do this. And I think it'll be a fun little project to lay it all out. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Single will be excited to look at that.
Yeah, this is the Singlet walk.
You're supposed to tell the people what you think. We're sharing all of this and we're telling you this because we want to share all the stuff that happens before the actual adventure itself. We have, I feel like, always shown the things that we've learned, but not always the stuff that leads up to that. And that's right where we are right now. We're about to have this major life change, and it's exciting, but it's also nerve-wracking, and I am anxious about it, and I've got a lot of thoughts running through my head, and I think anybody would and probably did before they've started something similar. So I want to bring you in on this part of the journey because I know a lot of people out there, they hit this phase, they think of an idea and they research it, but then they don't go through with it because those fears or those anxieties can hold you back. They make you think this is stupid. And plenty of people have told us exactly that. And that's fine. But we don't let fear rule our lives, and we're most certainly not going to let it keep us from going down this path. It's something we want to do. We know we have confidence. We can learn whatever we need to learn, and we'll face whatever challenges come our way. And I think that's kind of what we're going to be dealing with, and that's what we're coming up against, a whole lot of challenges. But we're excited. And yeah, hope you're excited to be a part of the journey. We should go get caught up.
We didn't make it very far.
No, you didn't. You're a slowpoke today. Are you nervous about sailing?
It's unlimited fish, salty, sunny, just place to lounge. Oh yeah, he's stoked.
We have about 12 hours of driving ahead of us, and the next time we see you,
Hopefully it'll be walking up to our future new home on water, new sailboat, new catamaran.
it should be looking at boats.
I'm gonna shut you out.
No.
See you soon.
Cleo, are you mad we went for a walk without you? No? Did you enjoy your alone time?